Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's Sunday evening and it's time to make some soap. Running a bit late this week, sorry about that, but I hope to get it made tonight and cut tomorrow and up to YouTube. So anyway, I know I've been promising a spin swirl. I've done 2 spin swirls and they turned out great. I was watching the video, the last one I did. The problem I have is my slab mold is truly not a soap mold. This works just fine for a column pour, which I did a couple of weeks ago, but I was watching my video. And when you do your spin swirl, you spin it like that and stop and spin and stop and spin and stop, and the soap was splashing out all over the sides. This is not a good spin swirl mold. So what I'm going to have to do is ask Santa Claus, aka my wife, to get me a slab mold for Christmas. So maybe after the first of the year, I'll do my spin swirl again. And it'll be a real mold. It'll be a bigger bar of soap. So anyway, let's put that off for now. What I want to do is another variation of one that I just did. I just gave this out yesterday. This is one of my favorites. The 4 layers of green starting from the bottom. Now I've already used this one. Actually, you can see some of the soap bubbles on it. This one it's really too thin to use in the shower right now. It just break into it. I'm still using it at the sink to wash the hands. This was one of my favorites. This recipe, which I'll post below, is fantastic. I really like the soap itself. If you like, I don't go by the INS number in soap, but if you like the INS number, this is a perfect INS recipe. I mean, every category is perfect. But instead of doing the greens, I'm going to try to do red going up to pink. So I'm going to do my usual procedure, get a light emulsification, put it into 4 containers, get my colors in. It is going to be a bit of a guessing game to start with a dark red, light, working up to pink in 4 colors. I'm also going to scent this one with Brambleberry's Heavenly Honeysuckle because it looks good with these colors. It smells good with these colors. It smells great, lasts a long time in cold process, and it does accelerate. And in this instance, that's going to be to my benefit. So let's go ahead and get started. Get us a light emulsification. Make a little bit of noise here. I'm soaping cooler than I wanted to. I wanted to soap about 120 and I left them in the fridge too long. Got carried away. The lye is 120, the oils are 110. So that'll still do. Alright, that's all to start. I can always do some more. And probably will, because I want a sort of thick batter on this one. I'm not going for a real thin batter. Plus, my scent oil is going to thicken up on me. So we'll set this aside. Get this into 4 containers. And close is good enough. Doesn't have to be exact. Alright, there we go. Not even going to clean that out. You know what I'm going to do with that, if you've watched me. Tap those down a little bit. Oops. Good thing I'm wearing gloves. Alright, so the bottom layer is going to be the darkest. So this is Brambleberry's Merlot Sparkle. Merlot Sparkle, which is dark. It's going to be a bit of a guessing game. I'm going to start out with 1 tablespoon of this. is the bottom one. And I want it nice and dark. And I'm going to put just a few drops of black into it to darken it just a little bit more. That's what I did with the green. Yeah, I like, that's what I want. Okay. Now, the next one, I'm going to put a tablespoon of this, just like it is. Stir it in to a much lighter red. Maybe just a drop or... once again, this is just a guessing game. Just a few drops of Tidox. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put about probably half a tablespoon. And a fair amount of Tidox because I'm working toward the pink. Oops, that was too much. That's going to be the top. That's going to be my top color. I'm thinking that the, oh shoot, what do they call it? Electric bubble gum, which is more of a hot pink. I think that would have been the better color choice for this, but too late now. And actually, I don't think I'm going to have to stick blend any, because this is about the consistency that I want. And I know that my scent's going to thicken it. So no more stick blending, no more colors. It's time to pour some soap. So I'm going to pour about a third of my scent oil into the bottom one. Of course, that broke it up just a little bit. May have to stick blend just a tad. Especially since this is the bottom one. Just a couple of hits. That's all I'm going to do. Yep, there we go. That's what I want. That's what I want. We'll just pour that in there. And while that is setting up and thickening, we'll work on my next color. I really do wish I had used the electric bubble gum. It's more of a hot pink than a red, and I think it would work better for this. Okay, let's clean that head off. Hit it just a blast or two to do what that one did. I'm not sure I'm going to have to. I don't think I'm going to have to hit it. Just going to go ahead and carefully pour it in. That's nice and firm already. There we are. There's the second one. Set that aside. Tap that down. Let it work a little bit. Pour my next lightest color. Bring this over here. Pour this one carefully. Okay, and finally the top one. Final pour. Now this is probably going to be too much for this mold, so what I'm going to have to do, more than likely, is get some of it in. And let it thicken some and build a top. Now this mold has a tendency to bow. It doesn't seem to be doing it quite as badly, and I think because of the thick colors that I've put into it, or the thick batter I've put into it. So I'm just going to keep putting this on, letting it start to thicken. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave that. What I'll do is put some of these darker ones on top, and I'll take some of these others and make a small one for myself. And this is what I did with the green layer one. So let's get some of this really dark one in there. Okay, and we'll just put a little bit of a top on it. that's about as good as I'm going to get with this one. Okay, set that aside. Now, this is bowing a little bit, so what I usually do is wrap it up in a towel. Clean this up just a little bit so I don't ruin a good towel. Set it in the center of this towel, and then I'm going to push it up against the wall, letting the towel wrap around it to insulate it and hold the heat in because I want a nice hot gel phase. And then I take my toolbox, press it up there to get it nice straight. So there we have it. Now what I'll go ahead and do, and we'll go ahead and shut us down. This is it for now. I am going to spray this with rubbing alcohol. Come back in about 5 minutes. Make sure my towel's tucked in nice and tight on the sides. I'm going to go on to bed, or I put it to bed, I should say. I'm not going to bed. And if this goes through a hot gel phase, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, I may be able to pop it out and cut it in the morning. But anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for the cutting. Bye.